Hey friends, happy Wednesday as always. Just a little, little, what do I want to call it? A little warning, I guess. My son is awake. I'm doing this video a little late today, so he is awake right now. So sorry in advance if he comes into the shot or might actually like take my attention for a little bit. Well, he won't take my attention, but he might just get in the shot and want to be a part of this. Um, or cry. He might cry. What's wrong? Okay, I'll get it for you in 1 second. Anyways, so today I wanted to talk about my best advice on teaching your baby to self settle. So this is something that a lot of parents they don't really understand, or maybe as usual, they're just confused about the whole thing. 1 second. What do you want, honey? You want to see? What do you want? You want something from your room? What's in your room? What do you want? 1 second, guys. I just got to grab something. Okay, here you go. I'm doing a video, buddy. You gotta go play, okay? So sorry, you guys. Oh my goodness. So he wanted me to get his Lego for him. Okay. So, anyways, so what you want to do is, what I'm going to talk about today is I'm going to talk about, um, basically some advice on what is a good way to, not really a good way to self settle, but things that will help to self settle your child. So number one would be that is something you want to avoid, which is assisting your child to sleep. If you are assisting your child to sleep by rocking them, feeding them, holding them, bouncing them, swaying them, etc., then you are actually not letting them learn how to self settle. Which, in other words, it's getting in the way. It's delaying the process. So you want to get away from assisting them to sleep and you want to be putting them down awake, but ready for sleep, meaning their awake window is over for all sleep. This will really help for them to learn how to self settle. So when you put them down awake, eventually, when you put them down awake, but ready for sleep in their crib for sleep, they will just go to sleep. Of course, that won't happen right away because they're more than likely used to being assisted to sleep. So you'll have to like train them to self settle. It's a process, but it is possible and it is actually really good for them and for you because it sets them up for great sleep habits that they will continue with them for the rest of their life, and most importantly during their childhood and teen years. So number two, my another piece of advice I want to give you is to make sure to keep appropriate wake times because this will make all the difference. If your baby is undertired or overtired, they will not settle well. It's just not possible. Same with hunger. If your baby's hungry, then they're not going to settle well. So making sure that you're sticking with the proper wake windows and that your baby's fed before taking a nap and or going to sleep in general is very important. I will add though that you do not want to feed your baby to sleep. You don't want them falling asleep while feeding because that would mean you assisted them to sleep. So if you are going to feed them, it has to be before their and it should be out of the bedroom. It should not be in the bedroom. They shouldn't associate feeding with sleep. So you want to get that out of their minds. You want to make sure that when they're going to sleep, they're going into their crib awake, ready for sleep, meaning calm, relaxed, but awake. And then they learn how to fall asleep on their own. It's a process, obviously, which I've said before. And then, so another thing that can really help with self-settling is to making sure that you have a good sleep environment for your baby. You want to make sure that this sleep environment is dark. I'm talking pitch black dark. There can't be an inch of light coming in because even that slight bit of light can slow the melatonin or decrease it, which will cause wakings. My son, for example, if he even had a sliver of light in his room, he would not go to sleep. He wouldn't settle, and or he would just wake early or frequently. So I had to get blackout film, which you can get on Amazon. You just I recommend getting the white one because the black can actually cause like it just gets really hot. So white is better. But anyways, it's blackout film. You put it on your window and it gets all the crevices. So, and it's removable. You can use it again. So it's actually really good. So what I do is I use the blackout film with blackout blinds, curtains, and that completely gets away all of the light. And that works really well for him. And also, along with the good sleep training and sleep environment, is to so the pitch black room and also white noise. I use a fan in my son's room because it's a continuous sound. You don't want a sound that's like up and down, because the up part of it, like if it gets louder or quieter, the louder part could actually potentially wake up your child. So you want it to be a continuous sound. I do recommend fans because they're not too loud, not too quiet. They can drown out sounds from outside the room, and they can also mimic the womb sounds, which makes it calming for them and helps them to settle. And another thing is to either swaddle your baby if they're 5 months and under, or they're not rolling over, or to get a sleep sack. This ensures that they're not waking from being cold, or because up until the age of 3, a child cannot pull a blanket back onto themselves. They just don't know how. So making sure that you're using a sleep sack or a swaddle is super important, so that they are not waking from being too cold. And so the last point I want to make about all of this is to be consistent. Being consistent is literally key to sleep training. I know I've said this before, but I cannot say it enough. This is literally the most important thing. There's lots of important things, but this one is super, super important. You cannot confuse your child by implementing sleep training methods sometimes and then not doing it other times. It's very confusing, and it actually can delay progress with the sleep training methods, sleep training in general, and it can actually make the process longer. So making sure to stay consistent and always, always, always stick to putting your baby down awake but ready for sleep, for all sleep, in their crib, and making sure to stick to whatever sleep method you are using is key. So depending on your child's age, there's tons of other of different sleep training methods you can use, but you need to stick with it to see progress. It just won't work if you are not consistent. Very confusing for your baby, delays the progress, delays the whole sleep training process in general. So yeah, being consistent is key to all of this. So make sure that you're doing that. So that's all the advice I have on this today. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments if you did. And if you have any questions or anything like that, you can also put those in the comments. I do want to say, if you like this video, you would love my group called Sleep Little One. The link is in the description box, wherever that is. And in that group, I give advice and tips to parents to help with the sleep training process, help improve their child's sleep, so everyone can start getting the sleep that they need again. So if you'd like that, I'd love to have you join my group. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.